So here we are. We show up to class. In walks Jacqueline, straight off of the streets of LA. Skinny, 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 gorgeous, but it's obvious she does not fit in with our team of dance moms.
Well, well, well. Here we all are again.
You know, I've just come to the decision, as hard as it's gonna be for me to go in there and kiss up to that woman, I'm going to do it.
Here's your contract. Get in there, girls.
Kelly hands me her contract without a peep. There it is, signed, her signature. Now let's just see if she can keep that mouth shut. Ladies, last week we went to a competition in Fort Wayne, Indiana. There were over 1,000 people there just to see the Abby Lee Dance Company. While you all were out in the parking lot, Sophia was in here, learning. As you can clearly see, we don't have a pyramid here. Chloe, Nia, Maddie, Mackenzie, Kendall, you all realize, with the exception of Sophia, that you are on probation. You are all on the same playing field.
Abby chooses one kid in the studio that she focuses on. Now Maddie did something to piss Abby off, and now she's moving on to somebody else.
That's what all of you wanted. You didn't like the pyramid, moms. You want all the kids to be treated equal. That's what you got.
Chloe's worked her butt off for Abby, and she won a national title. And now Abby's gonna replace her with some girl off the street?
Jackie, you're okay with your kid being a winner. I know that I can count on her, that she's a team player. And Jackie, I watched you in the dressing room. I watched you help everybody with their hair. I watched you be kind to all the other women. And I appreciate that.
Jackie seems like she's this perfect mom, but I've heard a lot of things about her, and I don't know, she doesn't seem so perfect.
This week, we are going to Ohio. The group routine is called Red Carpet Special. It's a really sassy, hot, funky number. Sophia, you are doing a solo called Superstar. I think you did an outstanding job last week, and I want to see you repeat the same thing.
It is not fair that Sophia gets a solo this week. Our girls work their butts off and they die for solos every week.
How many turns do you do?
54.
Why do I want somebody that can only do 53? I would prefer not to take any other solos, but I committed to attend the competition, so we're going. Not one of these kids deserves a solo, but I have no choice. So I'm gonna take my national champion and see how much she's regressed. My next solo will be Chloe. It's contemporary. You are the national title holder, and you want to keep it up, then you have to keep winning.
Surprise, surprise, Abby gives Chloe a solo, not as a reward, but as a punishment, because she's gonna make her dance against Sophia.
I want to direct my attention to the moms. I need to see your loyalty for what I'm doing for your children. You will have assignments, and you're gonna do a whole lot more than sit on your butts upstairs in my studio.
Did she forget that we're the ones who pay her to teach our kids dance? We have other children and other responsibilities, and you are not in charge of us.
Ooh, who has their nose up in the air? They need to volunteer a little bit. And if they don't want to, out the door. Ladies, spread apart. We have lots of work to do. This is all about being superstars, being celebrities, being on the red carpet. Everybody wants to take your picture. Everybody wants your autograph. So that's what the piece is about. You know, this team, they think they're all back together again. I was left with absolutely no team. Sophia stepped in and saved the day. She's a star, and they all better get used to it. Be grateful that Sophia has come to Pittsburgh and joined our group. It's like going from mediocre to flying first class.
Miss Abby kept saying how much better Sophia was than all of us, and that gave me a purpose to work really hard to show Miss Abby one day I will be as good as Sophia.
I wanted to see how many pirouettes, 58?
I think she can do 50.